Am I the asshole for being honest, telling an old friend that she isn't cool anymore after I saw what she turned into?
Oh, God.
I, 24 male, had a friend in high school, Jane, 24 female, fake name. Jane and I were pretty close, and in all honesty, I thought that she was the coolest girl ever. She was chill, low maintenance, didn't care about looking pretty, parentheses, makeup, nails, dressing up.
This is fake.
which was a stark contrast to the majority of girls in our school. She also liked sports, specifically NCAA football, and video games.
Cool.
She was also really nice and didn't take herself too seriously. She and I were close, and she was also close to my other friends, and we hung out a lot. Jane also had some girlfriends too, but I'm not sure how that dynamic was like, especially since Jane didn't seem like she shared many of their interests. After high school, Jane and I went to different colleges. We didn't really talk much after, and Jane didn't have any social media, so I couldn't keep up with her. Fast forward to some time last week. I was at a local county fair with my brother when a girl came up to me and said hi. It was Jane.
Oh.
I was shocked because she looked nothing like the girl I knew from high school. She was wearing a dress, which was wearing heavy makeup and had fake nails on. I expressed that it was nice to see her, but I also asked what happened to her. Jane didn't know what I was talking about, so I explained that she looked different. Look different after 5+ years.
She's like, did I get hit by a bus or
like, yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, I'm a person. I grew up.
Just a human being.
Yeah. I asked why she changed herself so much, to which she asked me if I didn't like her new look. I was honest and told her that I didn't, and that whatever she is now isn't the girl that I knew 4 years ago.
Dude, it's high school.
4
of
years
course you're not going to be the
Yeah,
same.
you're going to be different.
I wore black every day, and now I'm wearing a bright pink bowling shirt.
Teddy Fresh, yeah.
That honestly, if you knew me in high school, this would be the first time you ever saw me wear pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jane became upset with me and said that she was the same girl, but I didn't believe her, since the old Jane liked to sit down and play Mario Kart with me.
Oh my God, chill out.
God. Jane claimed that she still liked those things, but she had other interests now.
Yeah.
She said that I was being, quote, kind of a dick, which pissed me off.
Oh my
God.
I
responded that she wasn't cool anymore, and that's what bothers me the most. I think I may have gone too far, but at the same time, it bothers me a lot that Jane is abandoning her old self and is turning into every other girl that I pretty much scoffed at in high school. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, and so.
Yeah.
For sure.
Am I the asshole for requiring my daughters to spend some time watching educational videos to earn their gaming/movie time?
If it's PragerU, then yes. That's not an educational video.
I, 45 male, have 2 daughters, 13 and 11. I have sole custody of the kids, even though my ex has tried to fight this many times. She has since passed away.
I was going to say more power to your ex, and now I'm sad.
Yeah. I am not very satisfied in their school district curriculum and items in terms of life skills and critical thinking, bias narratives, and etc. I really like some educational videos for kids from a non-profit organization.
I'm so sad for these kids.
I watched some of them myself, and they also have content for kids. What happens if you put a baby underwater? What happens?
The baby fucking dies.
That's a good YouTube video. Go watch it.
Yeah.
Both my daughters have an allowance of time for movies and playing with their Switch, and they are obsessed with it.
Me too.
It keeps them happy, so I don't mind as long as it is under control. A few months ago, I imposed a rule that they need to watch some educational videos I choose, 30 minutes to 2 hours depending on schoolwork and etc., and in order for them to earn their movie and Switch gaming time. They initially agreed, and that was the end of it. But now my eldest has started rebelling and calls the videos garbage.
Good.
Sometimes she does not even watch them and reads her Kindle instead.
Hell yeah.
You
somehow got your kid to start reading.
Remember, he wanted to teach critical thinking.
That's epic.
Yeah.
Accidental parenting success.
Yeah. I was thinking of applying the rule for the Kindle as well, and she is even more upset when I suggested that.
Yeah, it's reading.
Yeah.
Get your kid to read.
And the double title is forcing propaganda on my kids or some shit.
Yeah.
And the first comment is, I want to teach critical thinking. Daughter thinks critically of PragerU.
Yes.
No, not that way.
No. Am I the asshole for wanting to leave a bad review because my children couldn't attend a party at a hotel?
What? Okay, what?
If I remember correctly, this one is not written well, so I'm going to struggle. My family checked into a hotel, me, the hubs, and our children aged 12 and 13. When we booked, the owner had mentioned that around midweek we would be the only residents in the hotel as they were hosting a private event for their twins' 13th birthdays that weekend. Wednesday comes around and there are carpenters and scene dressers with box upon box of items for the party. The wife is there with the team and the party planner, I guess. Also a guy who is an ex-Disney person making the magic happen.
Oh my God.
We go out all day, and when we get back, there's a magic entrance being tested to platform 9 3/4. The invites are the tickets to open the door. My children are amazed when the door opens. The hall to the function room is a replica of Diagon Alley.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it sounds fucking crazy.
What the fuck? Yeah.
With stalls set up with capes, wands, owls, spell sets, etc. The wife comes out and asks how her day has been, and we say okay, but this looks amazing. What's it for? She explains it's for the twins' 13th birthday, and it's a little party for friends, family, as per our emails. She headed back in as there was a noise, and she needed to check the grand hall to make sure the scenery hadn't fallen and the ceiling was working okay. So we head to the room, which goes straight past a service door, which is open. We take a sneaky look, and it's amazing. There are flickering candles everywhere, long tables just like the film.
My God.
My two are excited. We head down to breakfast and casually mention the details of this party and ask if there's any way we can come.
No, that's obviously
they
not
told
gonna...
you twice that it's family.
It's a
and friends.
private event. Yeah, Jesus.
The owner looks at us as though we have 7 heads, politely declines, and reminds us it's just friends and family. Also, the hotel catering team has ensured there are enough favors for the guests. My children are heartbroken after all. It would only be us 4. And you always get a few that don't show up. Again, they decline with the explanation. All the favors are personalized and are in the houses of Hogwarts. We go out all upset. The weekend arrives, guests arrive for the party, and you can hear the laughter as they choose their school items and the character actors all muddled into one. We try to enter, but don't have a ticket to open the platform. They try to go in.
What do you got? Yeah, Jesus.
I remember the service door, which is open as they are laying out all the food and cakes on the table.
Don't do that. No.
Yeah. The place is amazing. We get as far as the back of the room when an...
You're just sneaking in? You're crashing?
You're crashing this 13-year-old's birthday party.
Absolutely. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude.
We try to enter, don't have a ticket to the playroom or the service door. Place is amazing. We get as far as the back of the room when an actor asks to see our tickets as it hasn't been logged and we haven't got the school list. I explained we were guests at the hotel and asked to leave. My boys are upset and just don't get why they can't attend. We head downstairs when the owner is coming up with an epic cake, Hogwarts with the Hogwarts Express going through a tunnel. I try once more to get an invitation which falls on deaf ears. She mentions they're hosting a ticketed Harry Potter party next weekend and there are still tickets. I lose it, and I might be the asshole for this. I threaten to leave a bad review unless we get an invitation.
God, what a fucking Karen, dude. Holy shit, like you're fucking, it's being so obviously described.
They said it to you 4 times.
4 different times with pretty much the same response, and you can't get it from your fucking thick skull. That you're just not. They even offer you that there's tickets for another event.
Yeah, which is probably why they're going all out.
Yeah, it's probably just because, like, it's probably like a.
If you're the owner of the hotel and you love your kids dearly and they love Harry Potter, fucking yeah, whatever, go all out. You know.
This also does sound like some Orlando shit. Like this is probably like
or in the UK or something.
Or UK, yeah, true, yeah,
but like
damn.
fucking, you know, like fucking, come on.
Yeah, just come on the fuck on, dude.
Like, chill. Okay. I lose it and I might be the a-hole for this. I threatened to leave a bad review unless we get an invitation. Would I be an a-hole to do this, as I think it is cruel to leave 2 children out of the fun?
Now that I have won my husband back, I am leaving him.
Ooh, this is a revenge story.
So I found out that my husband was having an affair while I was postpartum. I thought that I would die because I love him, and it felt like my heart was broken into a million pieces. I knew that it was over, but my curiosity got the best of me. I wanted to know why. What was it that she had that I didn't? Did he actually love her? So I started reading his texts, and everything was there. He felt like he was alive again. He was happy and excited. excited. She's single and childless, so she had all the time in the world to give him and make him a priority. He felt seen and desired by her. I was confused because even with life coming between us, he was always my love, and I made sure that he knew that every day. But still, that wasn't enough. I read thousands upon thousands of messages between them.
Ooh, that must be.
I started being everything that he fantasized about. In the beginning, it felt weird and he was confused, but I just went on. Every time he made plans with her, I found a way to make him stay, or I made sure that I sent him exhausted to her. The messages became less and less frequent, and the passion and excitement subsided. Soon, answering her became more of a chore. The complaining started and him pulling away. He was happier at home. He started texting me again during the day, the sweetest texts about how he missed me. It felt like he was his old self again. One day, what I hoped and waited patiently for happened. He ended things with her. He told her that he loved me, and now everything was great again. Her services were no longer needed. I felt relief, and I finally could move on. Now, I'm preparing for my divorce. He will get the papers the day that I leave for my new life in my new apartment. I know I will get a lot of hate for this because I've neglected my husband and pushed him to seek solace in another woman's arms when I apparently could have given him what he sought after all along. And believe me, I will bear the guilt for the rest of my life. I don't think you should, by the way.
Yeah, because he could have at any time communicated, hey, I feel like we're lacking here or whatever, tried to work something out, but he just cheated on you. Didn't try anything.
You know what's crazy? When guys cheat, they know how to communicate because they're communicating their wants and needs on another partner.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you give that energy at home?
Exactly.
My secret is 20 years old and is still going to this day. My name is Soraya. I am a beautician from London. I want you to know that this story is extremely personal to me, so please be gentle where you can. Always.
That's actually such a great reminder.
Yeah. Here's the gist of it. For 20 years, I have been in an on-again, off-again relationship with my married best friend, Matthew. He got married 15 years ago. I am convinced he's my soulmate. I'll go back a bit. We met at school here in London when we were teenagers. We were close instantly and have always had an electric chemistry. We tried dating in the early days, but it didn't quite work out. He then met the woman who would become his wife and the mother of his children when we were in our early 20s, and they got married in 2008. He's now an extremely successful businessman who is worth millions. In 2012, Matt and I tried to restart our relationship as lovers. Only on a romantic trip in Rome, we had an explosive argument, a massive disagreement, that ended with me abandoning him in a foreign country and flying home by myself. We then started sleeping together again in 2015, but I wasn't really clear on where it was all heading, so I eventually ended it. Despite the volatility and the breakups, we always kept in touch and spoke all the time because we're best friends and can't stay away from each other. Fast forward to last August and we gave it another crack. Secretly, of course. We are still seeing each other to this day. Only, this time, it's different. We are madly, wildly in love with each other this time around. Our emotions have intensified and Matt has expressed his deep love for me. He even told me he will leave his wife at the end of the year so we can finally be together in the open. Here's the thing. The people in my life know about Matt and me, kind of. My family believes that Matt and his wife separated and that they now live in different houses, which is obviously not true. My parents, my siblings, and my best friend all believe this version of events. His family, however, does not know we even continued our friendship after high school. They have no idea that we have been in each other's lives like this deeply. Matt has kept me such a secret. His children probably don't even know that I exist, let alone am the love of his life. Here's my dilemma. Now that we are getting closer to the end of the year, Matt has pushed the date for us to be back together for another year.
I fucking knew this would happen. Okay, sorry.
Smell a rat! He says his wife isn't mentally ready for him to leave her and says he's worried about what she might do if he leaves before she's adequately prepared. He's also concerned about his son who is in school. Matt believes this news will affect his academic performance. When he tells me this, I remind him that my parents split when I was in school and my grades got better, not worse, and that their split was one of the best things to ever happen to me. But this has had little impact. Now, the earliest chance of us really building a life together out in the open is the end of 2024. Part of me feels that he will continue to do this until I get tired of it again, But the other part truly believes this time is different. This time around, Matt has told a lot of his friends and has had me meet some of his employees. I often meet him back at his office, so his colleagues absolutely know about us, which was never the case back in 2012 or 2015. I know that Matthew is my soulmate. In fact, I've been told he was my twin flame, which was a term I wasn't actually familiar with. When I Googled it, everything clicked and made total sense. How long should I wait for him when I know he's the love of my life?